father, Josh. You take advantage.
Shalom. This is move over a little bit. We're out of the.
Okay. Joe. Oh, Tony, get my pillow in my room.
The Most High bless everybody.
Yes.
In the name of Yashayah. Ahayah. We bless everybody with the greeting of Ahayah, bahashem, Yashayah on the Sabbath. We have a lesson called the synagoge of Satan. We're going to talk about
Thank you.
the synagogue of Satan's role in the world today, and who are the synagogue of Satan.
That's right. Go ahead.
So through the last 3 years, the Most High has blessed us to help people and help other people know the truth, understand and grow in understanding.
Awesome.
We found out a lot of stuff by watching and reading stuff behind what people say. And I'll tell you, there's a spiritual war. There's spirit beings coming to this earth as we speak. Fallen angels, Nephilims,
that's right.
Whatever you want to call them.
And
because
even,
the Bible tells us that
right.
as it was, read that.
All right.
Hold your place in Job.
Wait,
Matthew 24.
And even Hollywood TV, if you open your eyes to see the commercials and the movies that are out right now, they're all fallen angel movies. All right, what, Josh?
Job 9, Matthew 24:36.
All right. Matthew 24:36.
So, and understand the spirit that we're not trying to make ourselves like we're the great teachers of the Bible and we know everything.
Nope. That's right.
We had to learn everything that we're bringing from other people, right?
Yes, that's right.
Our eyes were dimmed through religion.
That's right. Blind.
And had it not been for the Most High sending brothers our way, we would have never probably been on YouTube.
Awesome, Josh. Awesome.
So all praises go to the Most High.
24, Matthew 24:36, right? 36, Josh?
36.
Okay. No man knoweth the day and hour. But of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven.
So no man knows when the Messiah is coming. Read.
But my Father only.
Read.
But as the days of Noah were.
But as the days of who?
Noah.
As the days of Noah were.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating.
They were what?
Eating.
They were eating.
And drinking.
Drinking.
Marrying. And giving in marriage. Until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Right.
And knew not until the flood came.
Right.
And took them all away.
Now, before we go, we're going to go to Genesis 6 to see who the day that Christ is referring to is. Because people have been marrying all since Adam and Eve.
Right.
God, the Most High, instituted marriage as holy. So why would he punish marriage by destroying it in a flood?
That's right.
So you know this marriage that Christ is referring to is not people.
Right. That's awesome, Josh.
Genesis 6:1.
Okay. Genesis 6:1.
And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw that
the sons of who?
God.
The angels or the watchers in the Hebrew is called B'nai Elohim, the holy watchers. Read.
Saw the daughters of men that they were fair.
The angels looked down from heaven and seen these beautiful women. Read.
And they took them.
They did what?
Took them.
Read.
Wives.
So they slept with these mortal women. Read.
Which they chose.
Stop. Is that the end of the verse? So let's explain a little bit here. Where do you think all the so-called mythologies come from? Like Zeus, all these mythologies. They won't tell you in school that all these mythologies are actually literally based on literal events. Because when these angels came down and fornicated with these women and lusted after them, what happened was the Most High, had to destroy the seed of these angels, or they would have destroyed the earth.
Yes.
So the Most High, the Most High, so see, this is how you know, like we said, this marriage that was taken, marrying and given in marriage, is not regular human beings.
That's what I thought when I first read it. When I was a Christian, Josh, I always
because God would never destroy the earth for something He created.
Right.
He created marriage.
So that tells you right there. That's right.
So the Most High said that these men, these holy angels, look on women to let you know that not only did He made angels with their own volition, because these angels chose to look down and lust and desire to have intercourse with these earthly women. Verse 4.
3. And the Most High said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years.
Read.
There were giants in the earth in those days.
There were regular people. There were what?
Giants.
There were regular people.
No, there were giants in the earth in those days.
In those days, so before the flood,
Come on. And after that,
even after the flood.
I'm sorry, and also after that.
So after the flood, this kept happening. Read.
When the sons of Ahayah.
So the sons of the Most High continually kept coming down.
Wow.
Read.
Came in unto the daughters of men.
Read.
And they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
Back to read verse. Read verse. I think it is 7.
6, 7.
6, 7.
Okay. And it repented the Most High that He had made man on the earth, and it grieved Him at His heart.
Read.
And the Most High said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth. Both man, what's this? And beast.
And what?
And beast.
And beast.
Oh, all the animals made it.
Read.
All the animals made it. No.
And
the creeping thing and the fowls of the air.
Now,
wait. For it repented that I have made them. Wow.
So after the Nephilims, if you read the book of Yashayah,
Wow, that's awesome.
go back to Job, and I want to read that.
Job 9.
No.
Job 9,
24.
Sorry.
Oh, right.
It's all right, Mary. Just
The book of Yashayah.
wait, Mary. Wait for Josh.
And I want
You
to
can read, Mary.
read
No,
a
it's
little as well.
All right. By Job, we all have it. Oh, listen to this, folks.
No, don't read. I want to read.
Okay.
Finish what we were saying out of Genesis.
You see, listen.
Now this.
Wait, I want to say something. Christianity is real close. They do believe in fallen angels, but they don't have
the full understanding.
Right.
Now, before we read Job 9, I'm gonna read a scripture or two out of this. This is the ancient book of Yashayah, because there's no J's in the Hebrew, so his name is Yashayah, or righteous one.
That's good, Josh, because that nullifies Jesus. Put the J, right?
Right.
Up till the 16th century, right?
Okay, Joe. Yashayah. Now listen to this, everybody. This is Yashayah chapter 4, and listen to. I'll start at 16. 16. And all the sons of men departed from the ways of the Most High in those days, and as they multiplied upon the earth, which with sons and daughters, and they taught one another their evil practices. So these.
All right, stop, wait. I want to prove something. I want to go to a precept, because when you say you have the missing book, they wonder. So Yashayah, now it's in
Samuel,
Joshua, right?
2 Samuel.
Hold on. Let's go to 2 Samuel. Hold on. Where, Josh?
2 Samuel 1:18.
All right, watch this. Oh, this is a point. You don't have to go there, Mary. Wait. No, don't go there. Don't worry about it. Hold on. What? 2 Samuel. I want to show you the word Yashayah in the Bible. That it is a missing book. Where is it, Josh? One where?
Yeah, 1:18, Dad.
All right. First, 2 Samuel. Right?
2 Samuel
1:18.
1:18.
18. I got it. Watch this. Watch this. It's right here. And David lamented with his lamentation over Saul and over Jonathan, his son. Also, he made them teach the children of Judah the use of the bow. Behold, is it written in... Let's see if you can see it. Can you see it, Josh?
Yeah, they can see the verses. Is it not written in Yashar?
Wait, where is it, Josh? Wait. Oh, it's on this page. All right, hold on. Where's up, down, Josh?
I don't know. Down.
Down. Oh, down.
Up. But anyway, they got
No, it's here. Wait. 18. You said 2:18, right? So where's 18?
1:18.
Where is it? Am I close? All right, I read it. So listen, just follow. Are you guys following? Because we have a hard time with the screen. Hold on. Let me read it again. 2 Samuel 1:18. Listen. 17. And David lamented with his lamentation over Saul and over Jonathan, his son. Listen to 18. 2 Samuel 1:18. Also, he made them teach the children of Judah, the Jews, not Jewish, the use of the bow. Behold, it is written in the book of Yashayah.
Of who?
Yashayah.
Of who?
Yashayah.
So the Bible directs us to the book of Joshua 10:8-13. Before you turn to Job 9:24. Joshua 10:13.
Right, hold on, Judges. Get right after Judges. Joshua, where, Josh? Right before Judges, right? Joshua what?
10:18.
All right, Joshua 10:18.
10:13.
All right, Joshua 10:13. Listen. Got it, Mary? Wait, let's wait. All right, Joshua 10:13. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed.
So the earth is not round.
Come on.
And that proves that the sun don't rotate around nothing. Read.
Until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies.
Read.
Is it not written in
it not what?
Is not this written in
this not what?
Written.
Read. In
the book of Yashayah? So you know, now pick it up, show them again. Now this is a missing book of the Bible.
Job 9:24. And I just want to finish.
And we can prove to you that the book, that the Apocrypha is right on with the Bible.
And they taught one another their evil practices. So these angels started teaching mankind astronomy, metallurgy, autonomy, how to do all these secret heavenly sciences. So that's how you get stories like Hercules, Adonis, Apollo.
Come on.
All Saturn, Jupiter.
And you always taught that that's myth.
Those planets. What do you think those planets are called those names for? So-called planets. They're actually teaching you to reverence fallen angels.
Come on.
Because there are actual giants called Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Saturn. Now listen to this.
That's great, Josh.
This is
okay. Yeah, read it. Want to read? Yeah, we got.
And they
good stuff tonight.
Continued sinning against the Most High, and they made, and every man made unto himself a god. So they started worshiping these Nephilim.
Say it again. Every Roman god you hear in Greece, they're real.
And every man made unto himself a god, and they robbed and plundered every man his neighbor,
Wow.
as well as his relative. And they corrupted the earth, and the earth was filled with violence. So these angels started to teach man how to war and how to fight and how to take stuff from one another. And their judges and rulers, well, listen to this. These are the fallen angels. And their judges and rulers went to the daughters of men and took their wives by force from their husbands according to their choice. And the sons of men did in those days took from the cattle. Remember we read where the Most High destroyed the animals? Now listen. He took from the cattle of the earth, of the beasts of the field, and the fowls of the air.
Come on.
And taught the mixture of animals of one species with the other.
So what are they doing today? They're doing the same thing. They're trying to force animals together, even through
science. Job 9:24.
Job, Mary, hold on. Let me get it. I lost my place there. Hold on. Okay, Mary. Job 9:24. Go ahead, Mary.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
No, the earth is given into the hands of good people.
The wicked.
So these angels, these wicked fallen angels, have gotten these spiritual powers are controlling the earth. Read.
Go ahead, Mary.
Of the judges.
They're up.
If not, where and who is he?
Explain that, Josh. If not, where and who is he?
Right. So if not, so who's running the earth if Satan isn't? Because the Most High isn't.
That's right. He's given the earth into the hand of wicked people. So his love, his true word love must mean correction, and love is the truth, and love is correction. There can be no other word for love. He loves the whole world that he gave his son, but he was talking to Israel. He wasn't talking to anyone else at the time.
Now we're going to talk about the synagogue of Satan, but let's get the origin.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go to Genesis 21:20.
Genesis 21:20.
Oh, I meant Genesis 25:21.
25:21.
25 and 21.
We got it. 25. Okay, I'll read it, Mary. All right. Oh, one verse?
No, we're going to read. Then we're going to finish that. Then Genesis 25:21.
Okay, ready? You got it, everybody? Genesis 25:21. Out there, our viewers. Hold on. Okay. And Isaac entreated the Most High for his wife, asked about her, because she was barren. So he was questioning him. And the Most High was entreated of him. He answered back. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her.
So they didn't even get along in the womb.
Wow.
Read.
And she said, if it be so, why it's happening? Why am I thus? Why is this going on?
Read.
And she went to inquire of the Most High. And the Most High said
now
unto her.
listen to what the Most High said about these two children. Read.
Two nations.
Two what?
Two nations.
No, two same people.
Two nations.
So this is the only time in history two races of people would come from the same woman.
You must have read this probably 100 times, but when you break it down right, like Josh is going to do, now you'll understand it. Right? Are in thy womb.
So this was a sister, a black Hebrew Israelite.
And two manner of people.
So these two people would have different characteristics of how you can identify who they are. Read.
Shall be separated from thy bowels.
Read.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve the younger.
Now that's backwards, because according to the Bible, the younger, the elder,
was Esau.
The first son is supposed to be the heir.
The leader, that's right.
But the second child would be the heir.
Awesome.
So
Must be a sign of humbleness.
Before the Most High, even before they came out, Esau would never be ruler over Jacob, and he would have to make himself ruler. Read.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Dead, Mary.
And the first came out red.
And the first came out what?
Red.
So red means that Esau lacked. Now Esau had negroid features, but he had no lack of melanin.
Right.
Because his father was a Negro, Isaac. So he still had negroid features. Hold up. Oh, say something like that.
Oh, you want me to finish that?
Yeah, no, say something like
all right.
that. I want to show the people something.
Okay. We have the Apocrypha, so I think Josh is going to get another book or something. He's going to get something there. Two nations were in her womb. All through the Bible, all since the beginning of time, the Most High prepared these two people that would rule the world in the last days, and Esau would be the end of the world, and Jacob will be that which is to come, the kingdom age. So every war, every battle between Israel and Edomites, all through the ages, down through time, to stop the seed of Yashayah coming, has been because of those two people, those two nations. And it's here today. Edomite power rules the world. Every government is evil. Don't think they're nice. The government is evil. The government hates people. The government is all for themselves, no one else. That's the Edomite spirit.
Right. We go on.
Okay.
Hold on. There was a picture I wanted to.
You cannot really leave it, Josh. Leave it. Come on. Come on. Josh, you can't make up. You was wait.
Anyway.
All right. Josh is trying to find something. Go ahead, Josh. I'll speak for a while. Go ahead.
Yeah, say something right there.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're just blessed to be on again. Another Sabbath. We adore. I know I do. I love the Sabbath. I didn't understand what I was doing when I was a Christian, that I wasn't keeping the Sabbath and the holy days.
Now,
So we are really blessed to be here
prove
tonight.
something.
Go ahead, Josh.
Now, to prove something. Now, look at this. This is Herod Antipas's son. Herod the Great's son.
What do you see there?
Now notice, now if you notice the inscription, Antiochus the Edomite, Jacob's twin, undisputed by the. Now, if you look at the picture of this man, you notice that he has Negroid features, although he's an Edomite. He has curly hair, black hair, broad lips, and a thick nose. Thick lips and a broad black nose. And so does Salome, Herod's daughter. Herod the Great's daughter, Salome.
Wow.
So these were black people. I mean, they were Edomites, but they had Negroid features. So the people in the land of Israel don't even look like these Edomites. So they're a whole different seed.
Oh, yeah.
because these
that are there
people,
now? Oh yeah.
these people look
Mhm.
black,
That's right.
but they're Edomites.
So who are these people in Jerusalem?
So now let's continue.
All right, go ahead, Mary.
over like a hairy garment,
So he was white. He was red all over, like a hairy garment. Read.
Go ahead.
and they called his name Esau. Esau.
And after that came his brother out,
Mhm.
and his hand took hold of Esau's heel,
Right.
and his name was called Jacob.
So Esau, Jacob's color was not mentioned in this scripture. Why? Because Jacob was a black man like everyone else. His color wasn't needed to be mentioned by the author, by Moses. Read.
And Isaac was 60 years old when she bare them.
Read.
60, right, Tony?
Read.
Yep.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man.
Now, Esau was a hunter, a man of the field. So Esau's children, politically would be the same spirit. They would be warlike, and they would be trying to hunt everything. They would. Who else was a hunter? Nimrod.
Nimrod, that's
So
right.
Esau had the same spirit as Nimrod. He was a hunter, because his children would become let me see that, hunters of men.
In 5, isn't it? Genesis 5. Nimrod. Or 11. 11? Nimrod, Tony.
Oh,
Nimrod was after the flood, right?
yeah.
Yeah, 11.
Now we're going to read a little in Genesis 27, and we're going to read from start with the 18th verse.
All right,
Genesis 27:18.
Genesis 27:18. And he came unto his father and said, my father. And
Now
he
this
said,
is referring to Jacob getting the blessing that was really his from the beginning.
and he said, here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn.
Mhm.
I have done according as thou badest me.
Read.
Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, how is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son?
Wow. Mhm.
And he said, because the Most High, thy power, brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I might feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac, his father, and he felt him, and said, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him, and he said, art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. Mary?
And he said, bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison,
A little louder, honey.
that my soul may bless thee.
May what?
Bless thee.
So this is the blessing that he's trying to get, the blessing that was promised to him.
And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he poured him wine, and he drank, and drank. And he drank.
And his father Isaac said unto him, come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his remnant and blessed him and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Most High hath blessed. Therefore, Ahayah give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nation.
Wait. Start the blessing over.
Therefore, Ahayah give thee the dew of heaven and plenty of corn and wine.
Now listen to this. Listen to the blessing. Read.
Let people serve thee.
Let what?
People serve thee.
Let you serve people.
Let people serve you.
So in the end, people will reverence and serve Israel. Read.
And nations bow down to you.
And all nationalities will worship you. Read.
Wow. Be Lord over thy brethren.
Be what?
Lord over thy brethren.
So Jacob's seed would rule Esau.
Wow. And let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
Bow down. So let them be subservient to your children.
Wow.
Read.
Okay. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee.
Stop. Now go to verse 37.
Okay. 37, 35, 36, 37. Ready? Okay, viewers. Genesis 27:37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy most high, thy Lord, Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee,
so
my son?
Esau wanted a blessing. He's like, okay, I want one too. Can you at least, I'll take any blessing you have.
Wow.
So he was upset. He sold his birthright and he still wanted a blessing.
Wow.
Read.
Okay. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Wow. And I keep reading.
Read.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
So you'll live in the fattest, you'll have fat places, but listen, read.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
And you'll have rain upon you, read.
Okay, Mary.
And by the sword shalt thou live.
Wait, by thy what?
Sword.
By the
slow,
what?
Mary.
Sword.
So the way Esau's political seed would get the fattest part of the earth is they would have to use warfare and deception to get everything they got. And tell me that isn't true. Show me historically any European nation that has not used a sword to get power and get domination in the world. You can't show me one. If I'm wrong, show me an example. Email us.
Wow.
Prove us wrong.
That's right. Come on, Josh.
Because Esau is the father of the European elite.
That's right.
Well, actually, he's the father of the European race, but in specific, he's the father of the elite.
That's right. And by thy sword, get married, and shall serve thy brother. Look at that.
And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion.
So you'll be ruling the earth in the end, Esau.
That thou shalt break his yoke
off
his neck.
Wow. That's awesome.
See that?
Yep. Say it again. That thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
So in the end, before the Hamashiach comes, Esau's children will be ruling the earth. That's how we know that the Edomite. Go to Genesis 36. Then we'll go into the 36.
All right, 36.
Read a little.
Page 30. Chapter 36. Where, Josh?
Read 1, 6, and 7. Then
1,
12.
6, and 7, and 12. Okay. Okay, Genesis 36:1. Now these are the generations of Esau.
Of who?
Esau.
Of Esau. Read.
Who is Edom?
Who is who?
Edom.
Who is not? No, he don't exist no more.
Who is Edom?
Read.
You said
verse 6.
Verse 6. And Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters and all the persons of his house and his cattle and all his beasts and all his substance which he had got in the land of Canaan.
Wow.
And went unto the country from the face of his brother Jacob.
Stop. So people may feel like, well, race has nothing to do with the Bible. I disagree. I don't mean it's not going to save nobody, but I mean
Right.
Race has everything to do with the Bible. How can you say that race has
The
nothing
Most High didn't make it like that, but
well, in a way he did. He divided
yeah, that's
Jacob
true.
and
Yeah,
Esau.
you're right.
But he didn't divide them so they would not be together.
Right.
He divided them politically and religiously.
There you go, Josh. Good. Esau is Edom.
Esau is who?
Esau is Edom.
Is not Edom.
Esau is Edom.
Read.
And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites.
The father of the who?
Edomites.
So he is the progenitor of the elite. All the European families come from all the elite ruling families of Europe, and politically are the children of Esau.
Wow.
Read.
In Mount Seir.
And Mount who?
Seir.
Seir.
These are the names of Esau's sons.
Read.
Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau.
Verse 12.
All right. 12. Hold on. 13, verse 12. 11. 12. And Timah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son. And she bare two, Eliphaz, Amalek. Wow.
So Amalek is the father of the Jewish people.
Wow.
So
Jewish. You didn't say Jew now.
Now, before I want to read one more thing. Find the verse where it talks about the dukes. I think it's, then just read some of that.
All right, 15.
15. Now listen to this. This is
36, 15.
Now this is where all the European government or power or the kings of Europe came from. Read.
These were dukes.
These were what?
These were dukes of the sons of Esau.
Of the sons of Jacob.
Esau.
Read.
The sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau. Duke Timah. Duke Omar. Duke Zepho. Duke Kenaz.
Zepho went into Italy.
Duke Korah.
Read.
Duke Gathan. And Duke Amalek. Wow.
So Amalek, who is the father of the Jewish people,
What is it, Tony?
was a king.
Who's the grandson?
Or a
Amalek.
Or yeah, Amalek.
Wow.
So Amalek and all these dukes were dukes or kings or presidents under their father Esau in Europe.
Awesome, awesome. This is awesome, Ted. This is. Do you see what?
Now this is not racist. We're not.
No, this is the power that's controlling the earth. That's why people can't get ahead. It's not because you're not working right, Josh? You're not doing things.
You
right.
have to work to get money, then you have to spend it.
Mm-hmm. That's how it's
the
set up.
world is set up where you
don't
can't have nothing.
That's right. And I meet. Listen, in my trade, I meet invites all over the place. They, as a contractor, they don't want you to make money. They just want you to make a living. And I told this man, kindly, I'm very kindly, don't call me. I'm a contractor. If I can't make money, I'll stay home. See, that's that Edomite spirit.
Now let's go into the turn to Revelation 2:9, and then we'll start reading. We're gonna finish reading this, and we're gonna finish with some precepts.
All right, Revelation 2:9.
Hold that, and then we're gonna finish this.
Oh, you want it?
Now we're gonna finish this now. Then we're gonna read that.
All right. Okay.
As we close.
Okay. All right.
Now remember, hold on. I want to show. So this, don't say this is anti-Semitic, because this is a rabbi telling you that the Jewish people controlled the transatlantic slave trade.
Go closer.
Which, by the way, if you read
down, closer now, closer, down, close, closer down. Like up. See that, Rabbi?
By rabbi.
Okay.
Now, see.
And first of all, when you hear this word anti-Semitic, they're not Semitic.
So how can you be anti-Semitic
if you're not that?
Yeah.
If you're not the bloodline in Israel, so who are they? Okay. Professor Martin currently working on. No, I'm starting here.
No, you're.
Oh, the Jewish onslaught.
Yeah.
All right. The Jewish onslaught. Dispatches from the Wesley Battlefront by Tony Martin. A ploughmanic of the highest order. The best example of an African answering critics since David Walker's appeal to the colored citizens of the world. Molefi Essany, Journal of Black Studies. Professor Martin, at long least deals with the Henry Gates, Cornell West attacks on unforeseenity. Martin provides a solid analysis of the historical use of blacks by whites to discredit original black thought deemed unacceptable by non-blacks. I compare the Jewish onslaught to the classic third chapter of Dubious, The Souls of Black Folk, entitled Of Mr. Booker T. Washington and Others. Martin has written a book that yearns from now will be considered a classic. It is simply a must-read on a controversial subject that needs greater airing than some of the more timid political attempts of recent years. Raymond Winbush, The Voice of Black Studies. Tony Martin has been forced to believe into the relationship between the Jews and blacks, and in the process, he has distilled a work that is informative, fascinating, and one which will heighten the consciousness of black people everywhere. Carl Wendt, The Sunday Gleaner. One bestseller, #1 bestseller, Your Black Books Guide. Best Book of the Year, Black Literary Awards, 1994. 1993, subject, Who Owned the Slaving Ships? Name of slave ships and their owners. The Abigail Caraco. Aaron Lopez.
So Aaron Lopez was Jewish.
Wow. Moses Levy.
Moses Levy or
Not
Levi.
Jews, Jewish. Jacob Crown. Remember, Amalek. These are Amalek.
These are Amaleks.
Amaleks. Isaac Levy and Nathan Simpson. Remember, Amalek. The Nassau, Moses Levy. The Four Sisters, Moses Levy. The Annie, and the Elzar. Justice Brock and John Adams. Bosch. The Prudent Betty. Henry Gruger and Jacob Phoenix. The Hester. Mordecai and David Gomez. The Elizabeth. Mordecai and David Gomez. The Antigua. Nathan Marstron and Abram Lell. The Betsy. Wim D. Wolf. The Polly. James D. Wolf. The White Horse. Jan D. Savitz. The Expedition. John and Jacob Roosevelt. The Charlotte. Moses and Sam Levy and Jacob Franks. They all got in on that.
And that's the last one.
Watch. The Franks. Moses and Sam Levy. Another one. Wow, there may be a lot.
So
I see those names. Those are all Amalek. Those are all Esau and Jacob. Esau and Edom. That's good, John. That's really good.
Now, Revelation 2:9.
All right, Revelation 2:9. Let's see where they are now. You must have read these scriptures 100 times, Christians, and you still haven't seen it. I hope you have. Revelation 2:9. Revelation 2:9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, that thou art rich.
So the true Israelites are rich, read.
And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews.
So they're claiming to be the Hebrew Israelites, right?
And are not.
And are what?
Are not.
Because they're Amalek, read.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
Read. Let's go to Revelation 7. Let's identify who the Israelites are in the New Testament.
That's right. Revelation 7 where, Josh?
Start at 3.
3. All right, Revelation 7:3, saying, hurt not the earth, right?
7?
Yeah, 7:3 you said, right?
Yeah.
All right, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
Read.
So you know the world's not going to be destroyed until Israel is come back.
Read.
And I heard the number of them which was sealed.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed.
And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Of who?
Of Israel.
Read.
Of the tribe of Judah.
So-called African Americans. Read.
The tribe of Reuben.
The Seminole Indians. Read.
The tribe of Gad.
The so-called Native American Indians. Read.
That's right. The tribe of Asher.
Asher are your Brazilians, Argentinians, Venezuelans, and Colombians. Read.
The tribe of Naphtali.
Naphtali are your Hawaiian, Samoans, and Fiji Island dwelling people. Read.
The tribe of Manasseh.
Manasseh are your Cubans.
The tribe of Simeon.
Simeon are your Dominicans. Read.
The tribe of Levi.
Levi are the so-called Haitian, the priests of Israel. Read.
The tribe of Zebulun.
No, Issachar.
Issachar are the Yashikar are the Mexicans. Read.
Zebulun.
Zebulun are your Panamanians and some of Colombia.
Say the tribes.
Colombia.
The tribe of Joseph.
The tribe of Joseph are the Puerto Ricans.
Come on.
The tribe of Benjamin.
Wow, who is a Benjamite? Brother Paul.
The Benjamites are the West Indian blacks and the Jamaicans.
Awesome.
Read.
Yo, man.
Okay, we keep reading.
Now let's go to Romans 11.
All right.
So we just showed you a quick identifier of the children of Israel in the New Testament.
And listen, go to our website. We have, 6, 7, maybe messages on the tribes. And we really break them down. All right? So
11-1.
11-1, Josh.
11:1.
Okay, Romans 11:1. You have it, Mary? Go ahead.
I say then, have Ahayah cast away the people? God, Ahayah forbid, for I also am an Israelite.
Jewish.
Israelite.
Jewish.
Israelite.
Israeli.
Israelite.
Good.
Of the seed of Abraham.
Of the tribe of who?
Of Benjamin.
Read.
Ahayah hath not cast away his people.
They're done away with.
No, the Christians are all spiritual Jews.
Read.
Which he foreknew.
Uh-huh.
What? Ye not what the scriptures.
Go skip to verse 11.
All right, verse 11.
11:11.
Salvation of the Gentiles. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall?
Or be destroyed. Read.
Ahayah forbid.
So Israel did not fall in the Old Testament and was reduced to slavery today that they should be destroyed. Read.
Come on, but rather through their fall, salvation has come unto the Gentiles.
Because all people have the Bible and have the opportunity to find the commandments and salvation. Read.
Wow. I magnify my office.
So
wait,
because
sorry. Well, I'm scared. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on.
it's all right.
Wait. Get ahead, Mary.
Joseph.
Right. Go ahead, Mary.
Now, if the four of them be the riches of the
Stop. Now, that's how
Wait,
the world
stop.
in Edom got rich because of the fall.
Because of the fall of the Israelites, all the Gentile nations have gotten rich. Show me one nation that has not been built in one way or the other off the backs of the oppressed Hebrew Israelites. You can't show me one. They've done it in South America. They've done it in Europe. They've done it in America with when they enslaved Gad and the 10 tribes. Then 1619 when they brought Judah, Benjamin, and Levi and started using them to build their wicked construct.
Wow.
So America was never set up to be a racial melting pot. It was always set up for one race to dominate everyone else.
That's right.
And it always was set up to fail from the beginning. That's why we're in financial upheaval, because the governments of America was never set up to succeed.
And the diminishing of them, the riches of
The what?
Diminishing of them,
Making them small in number.
the riches of the Gentiles.
The riches of the Gentiles. So the Gentile nations, like I just said, have gotten filthy rich off of deceiving these beautiful people, the Hebrew Israelites.
That's right.
Read.
How much more their fullness?
Read.
For I speak to you Gentiles in as much as
And
I
this
am.
is, sorry, Dad.
That's all right.
This is how we know they can't be talking about Jewish people. Because where do you see Jewish people being diminished? Or enslaved? Or being whipped? Or being put on slave ships? You can't show me a historical document with that. You can't, because it don't exist.
For I speak to you Gentiles in as much as I am the apostle of the Gentiles. I magnify mine office. If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh, and might save some of them.
Read.
For if the casting away of them be the reconciling of the world, what shall the receiving of them be?
So when they fell, they were cast away for a time from the Most High. But now he's going to use people to reconcile his children back to him. Read.
That's right.
Read.
Get married.
For if the first fruit be holy.
Now stop. What is the first fruit? The 12 tribes of Israel.
That's
Read.
right.
If the first fruits be holy, the lump is also holy.
So the lump, or whatever comes from that first fruit, is blessed of the Most High. Read.
And if the root be holy,
the root is Israel. Read.
So are the branches.
So whatever branches out of Israel or is grafted in to Israel is blessed. Read.
And if some of the branches be broken off, and thou being a wild olive tree.
So the Gentiles are a wild olive tree.
Come on.
Read.
Grafted in among them.
Were added by the Most High to keeping the commandments.
That's right. And with them partakest of the root and fatness of the olive tree.
Gentiles have now become partakers, but not authority.
That's right.
Read.
That's right. Boast not against the branches.
Boast not against the Israelites. Read.
But if thou boast, thou bearest not the root, but the root thee.
So the root, you're not bearing the root because you're not Israel. But the root Israel bears you because you are added in. Because if they didn't fall, you wouldn't have the Bible.
Wow. That will say then, the branches were broken off.
Wait.
Watch this. Come on.
Wait.
I know.
Read it again.
I can explain this. That will say then, the Christian church, the branches were broken off.
Israel is done away with.
Done away with, that I might be grafted in.
So what does that mean, Dad?
Well, it means that if you think you're a spiritual Jew and the Jews aren't here anymore, you're in trouble.
So that's pretty much saying that Israel is done away with. So now I can have the Bible and I don't have to worry about who Israel is.
Watch out.
Read.
Well, because of unbelief.
Because of what?
Unbelief.
Because of unbelief.
They were broken off.
So because Israel broke the laws of God, they were broken off.
That's why Joshua said that if you want to be drafted in, you got to listen to Paul. Paul didn't have anybody in his churches that didn't keep the law and the commandments.
And follow Christ.
That's
but they
right.
followed Christ by keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Read.
And thou standest by faith.
Read.
Be not high-minded.
Be not puffed up because you didn't have the commandments given to you, Gentiles.
Wow.
Don't be puffed up. Read.
But fear.
But if Ahayah spared not.
Wait. But if God spared, you're right, Mary. Get married. Not the natural branches. Get married. No, go ahead.
Be not high-minded, but fear.
Stop. So Paul is warning Gentiles in. Now remember, this is a predominantly Edomite church. This is Rome.
That's right.
Now there were Jews there, but predominantly he's talking to white Edomites.
Paul would have said to everyone in this church, I know this for a fact. What are you doing? You got to keep the law. You have to keep the Sabbath.
So
he's the holy days. And Christ.
He's, as a good pastor, he's warning his sheep. Don't be puffed up against our people, because we're the whole reason you have the opportunity to know the Messiah.
That's right.
Don't be high-minded, but fear. Read.
But if Ahayah spared not the natural branches.
So he didn't spare us when we sinned.
Get married. Take
heed, lest he also spare not.
So if
Wow, watch
he
out.
didn't punish us for sinning, what do you think he's going to do to you, Gentiles?
Wow.
Read.
Behold, therefore, the goodness and severity of Ahayah on them which sell the
Severity. But toward thee, goodness. If thou continue in his goodness,
Which is his commandments,
Come on.
laws, statutes,
That's
and
right.
Christ. Read.
otherwise thou also shalt be cut off.
So don't
Look at
think
that.
you're getting
So he
slack,
says it right
Gentiles.
there, right
Read.
there. He says, you don't keep the law, you're cut off.
Continue.
Okay, Mary?
Because I like Romans 11.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
If thou,
And they
All right, yeah.
also, if they abide not still in unbelief, shall be grafted in, or Ahayah is able to graft.
So he's saying Gentiles, the Most High will graft you into
as long as you
Israel,
have,
but if you have to be humble because you weren't given commandments. Now the Most High is granting you his commandments for nothing. You didn't fall from nothing. You didn't have nothing given to you, but he granting you a gift.
watch this.
Don't be high-minded, but fear you, because if you don't, the Most High will cut you off like he did to us.
If they abide not still in unbelief, shall he,
I did it.
I know, I want to explain. Shall graft it in, for Ahayah is able to graft them in again because of unbelief. For if thou wert, watch this, were cut out of the olive tree, which is wild by nature,
So Gentiles are what?
watch this, Mary, and were grafted contrary to nature.
Contrary to nature. Now, what does that mean? Go to because we
Go ahead,
people
Josh.
don't really explain what's going on
That's
here
right.
in Romans 11.
This is one of the most powerful chapters in Romans.
Let's go to Psalms 147:19. Why does Paul say Gentiles were grafted in contrary to nature?
Come on.
Now,
I'll read
that's
this,
not
Mary.
saying that the Most High don't love Gentiles, but what's contrary, generally, what's contrary to our nature as Gentiles?
Yeah, I'll read it.
147:19.
Okay. Let's see why the Most High, who the Most High gave his word to. Psalms. We'll wait. Everybody got it? 147:19.
Read.
Now watch, listen to this. He showed his word unto the Christian church,
Unto who?
unto the white people,
Unto who?
unto Esau,
Unto who?
Jacob,
Unto who?
Jacob,
Read.
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Now, listen to this. Although there's no difference between Jews and Gentiles,
Right.
in a sense, Gentiles can't sin because we weren't given the law. We can sin now because everyone is equal in the sight of the Most High, and he don't judge like that.
Wow.
Read verse 20.
He hath not dealt so.
He has dealt so.
He hath not dealt so.
No, I thought he gave everyone the Bible.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Stop. So when Paul says the Gentiles are grafted in again, contrary to our nature, what he was talking about is right here in Psalms 147.
Wow.
Because the law was not revealed to the Gentile nation, the Gentiles, the Romans, the Edomites, the Ishmaelites.
Awesome. Job.
So when they came in, Paul had to teach them how to keep the law. The Jews didn't really have to keep the law; they just had to know how to follow Christ and keep the law. Now Paul had to teach these Gentiles how to follow Christ and the law. Imagine how difficult that was to teach people that had no revelation of God how to follow Christ and the law at the same time.
You know, I read this to a brother in Walmart. He got blessed, man. When I stopped him, the way we read, I kept saying that. I said, he showed his word unto the Christian church. He laughed again when I said, he saw it.
So, 9:20.
All right. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments,
and as for the law,
they have not known them.
So that's why you can have homosexuality in America.
I can't help it. I'm a Christian.
Abortion, how many millions of innocent. The reason, and we're going to go back to Romans 11, and we have to understand the reason Gentile nations can do all this wickedness is because God did not give laws, regulations, and constraints to their forefathers.
Come on, John.
So if they're not constrained, they can feel like they can do anything, even make up a religion and teach it to people.
That's right.
And teach. Why don't they teach you to wait? Why don't they teach you to keep the law? Because their parents have a problem that the Most High didn't deal with them like Israel. So why are they going to teach you to follow the law when they have a problem with the Most High who gave their brother the law and didn't reveal himself? So it's understandable why the Christian church don't teach you to go into the Old Testament, because they have a problem with the God of the Old Testament that didn't give the law to Esau, to their father, the white Europeans, but they gave his brother Jacob, the black man, the law. Back to Romans 11.
Okay.
Where were we?
What verse are we?
25.
Read
24.
24.
24,
Go ahead,
Dad.
Mary. All right. For if thou wert cut out of the olive tree, which is wild by nature.
So the olive tree is a Gentile. The Gentiles are wild by nature because we didn't have the law of God revealed to any of our forefathers. Read.
And were grafted contrary to nature.
So contrary to nature means now we have to receive the laws and righteous lifestyles of the Most High.
Into a good olive tree.
Which is Israel.
How much more shall these, which be the natural branches, be grafted into their own olive trees?
Read.
The restoration of Israel. For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery.
Read.
Lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened to Israel.
So blindness in part happened to the leadership of the Hebrews.
Come on, until the fullness of the Gentiles come in.
Into the fullness of the true Gentiles
that are keeping the law,
following the truth.
That's right.
Read, come in.
Not your Christian church.
All Israel shall.
And so all Israel shall be saved.
And it is written.
So all Israel means the elect of Israel.
Right, doesn't mean all Israel.
Not all Israel is going to be saved.
Especially those camps. There shall come out of Zion the deliverer. Okay, Mary.
And shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob.
Stop. Now let's deal with a little righteous.
I'm gonna go shop.
It's 6:12.
Yeah, we gotta stop some.
I want to deal with a little bit of righteousness before we close. We're going to close it. Go to 1 John, famous passage that we love using to encourage people to live holy. Awesome. 1 John 3:4.
Okay.
What is sin? 1 John
3:4.
Because we have to know what sin is to not to sin.
Know it by heart, Mary.
Right?
Yeah.
What is sin?
That's right. You have to know what sin is.
So you don't sin.
Is it things that you sin, like,
porn, or which is wrong?
Yeah, it's all wrong. Yeah.
But those are symptoms. Those aren't
things that
sin.
The Most High can deliver us. But when we blatantly come against His scriptures and His law and His statutes and His Sabbaths, you're sinning. You're sinning on Sunday. If you're not keeping the law, you're sinning when you walk in that Christian church.
Verse 4.
Whosoever committed sin.
So, whosoever is a sinner, read.
Transgress it also the law.
The what?
Transgress it also the law.
So the law, so if the law is done away with, there's no sin. So that's letting you know the law still stands. It's not done away with. Read.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
For sin is the breaking of the law. So whenever you see sin in the New Testament, it's talking about breaking the commandments of the Most High.
That's right. For sin is the transgression of the law, and ye know that He was manifested.
So you know that our Savior, Yashayah, the Hamashiach, the Messiah, the Anointed.
That's right. to take away our sins.
He
was
died. He was manifested to take away our sin, not to keep you in it. Read.
And in him is no sin.
Now, in the Messiah is no sin. No, he never sinned. So why should we? Read.
That's right. Whosoever abideth in him sinneth not.
Read.
Whosoever sinneth hath not seen him.
So if you saying you believe and you're sinning, you don't know him.
That's right. Neither know him. Little children, now he's warning you. If you're doing this, let no man deceive you.
Read.
All right. Wow, that's Matthew 24.
Mm-hmm.
He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous. He that committed sin is of the devil.
Is of the who?
Of the devil.
No, he's of God.
He's of the devil.
Read.
For the devil sinned from the beginning.
So the devil is the sinner. So you are who your father is.
Wow.
Spiritually too.
For this purpose, the Son of the Most High was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil.
So what is the works of the devil? What are the works of the devil, Dad?
Fornication.
Sin. Breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
So
right.
Christ,
that's the most, yeah.
Christ came to destroy the mindset that you can sin.
Oh, I thought you wanted to name what Paul said. Oh, okay. That's
so
good. Yeah.
Basically, the Messiah came to take away the sin conscience out of your mind.
Right.
Or the consequences of being in a world that is filled with sinful spirits that affect perfect people. Read.
Wow, that's good, Josh. He that committed sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose, the Son of Ahayah was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. Whosoever is born of Ahayah doth not commit sin. Now, when I was in Christianity, I was taught that you don't continually sin.
No, that's period.
That's
sin.
Period. For his seed remaineth in him. So if you're truly born of him, then that seed is in you. And he cannot sin because he's born of Ahayah. In this, the children of Ahayah are manifest, and the children of the devil. There it is, right there. It says
so,
right there.
You have to go, Dad?
Yeah, I want to go. I want to shop.
So
you can't go too long because they won't listen. They won't stay a whole hour and a half. No, go ahead. We can go on. Go another 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes. Just get there before it gets dark.
Matthew 7:25.
Can't do anything on tomorrow morning. I'll take Mom. Mary, you want to come with me? You want to come, Josh? Want to shop with us?
Matthew 7, I think 25. Now listen to the parable and how this fits in what we just read out of John, because it makes sense. The law is so important. It's in a lot of Christ's parables if you understand how he spoke.
Matthew 7:25, right? Are you ready? And the rain.
24.
Therefore, whosoever heareth these saying, Matthew 24:7?
No, 7:24.
Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them.
So if you follow the commandments and the righteous judgments of God, read.
I will liken him unto a wise man.
So this person is wise because he follows the law.
Which built his house upon a rock.
Which is me,
Christ. See, now you know there's no scripture where Christ says he was a Christian. So he must be talking about the law. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. I want to say something. Do you know how many people the Christian church has destroyed with false doctrine?
Now the rock,
millions.
The rock millions. Is Christ.
We know that.
Continue.
Okay. Mary?
And everyone that hears these sayings of mine and doeth them not.
So this is a person that does not follow the laws of God and have their faith in Yashayah.
Unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And when the rain descended, and the floods came, and the wind blew and beat upon that home.
And it fell, and great was the fall.
Now let's talk a little bit. let's step back and
Yeah.
let that parable sink in.
I'll shop tomorrow morning. Ray.
So, what was Christ saying? Christ is parabolizing two different people, one that follows the law and one that does not. That the person that follows the law and has their life on the rock, which is Christ, that house will never fall. It will be blessed, right?
That's right. Come on, John.
The winds, all kind of trouble will come against it, and it will never fall. But now let's look at the contrary. The person who does not
fall means you won't be just not sinning, but like what Josh said, you'll be really truly blessed. He didn't promise any of us to be rich, but we'll be blessed, and we'll know it's coming from the Most High because we're keeping the commandments and the law. That's important. Christian church thinks the Most High is blessing them. He's not. He's not. I know that's hard to understand. No. If you're using the word Jesus and you're emotional and you're crying, the Most High is not there. I know it's hard for you to understand that.
So understand this, brothers and sisters. So the second type of person is the one that does not keep the law. They are religious. They have a form of godliness, but
they deny the power.
They deny the power of it, which is the spirit, the law. So Christ is saying this second person, they build their house on sand, which is movable. So the law is a rock, and not law is sand. And the winds come, the waters come, they beat on that house, and it's destroyed. Why? Because that person did not build their house on Christ, and they did not keep the law. So they're destroyed. So just like when Christ talked about the two trees, the good fruit and the bad fruit, those are talking about people that keep the law and that don't. So, for example, a good tree, a person that is keeping the law cannot produce bad fruit or evil fruit. In other words, that person can't sin because that law is in him.
And even if you think about trying to go to sin, the Spirit is stopping you. It's more powerful than anything I've ever encountered.
So now
the seed remains in us.
Now, take the other tree, the rotten tree, the person who is not following Christ and the law. That tree cannot produce good fruit.
Come on.
Because they're carnal. So we understand the different understanding that Christ brought. He brought the true spiritual fulfillment and understanding of the law. He did not do away with the law.
Josh, read that. Where is that? Where's that precept? The light of the Lord will shine in your heart. It's in the Old Testament.
The law is light.
Yeah. And
Proverbs 6:23.
Go to Proverbs 6:23. Go to Proverbs 6:23. Yeah, I'll read it. All right? 6:23. Watch this. It's not quiet. It's about the light of the Most High coming, shining in our heart. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Think about it. It's a minute scripture. Proverbs 6:20.
Yeah,
for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So with the commandment,
Psalms 19:7.
You got that? For the commandment is the lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs to straighten you out of instruction are the way of life. That's the way it's going to be. That's just the way it's going to be. You're always going to be reproved. You're always going to, wow, I better walk right. What? The Most High is dealing with me. All right. We're always
Psalms 19:7.
19 what? 19:7. Okay. All right. Psalms 19. Yeah. Listen to this. Psalms 19:7.
Psalms 19. So
Now listen.
the law is a lamp, and the commandment is light.
What's that?
Do we understand that?
No. The law is emotion.
Read.
The law of the Most High is perfect.
Is what?
Perfect.
So the law will make you perfect. Read.
The law does what? It converting the soul.
Convert the soul.
No,
Read.
no. Christianity converts the soul.
Read.
The testimony of the Most High is sure,
The Bible. Read.
making wise the simple.
Read.
Statutes of the law are right, rejoicing the heart.
Of the Most High are right.
The commandments of the Most High, how it is pure.
Come on.
And not enlightening the eye.
Wow.
Enlightening the eye.
Wow. That's good. The fear of the Most High is clean, enduring forever. So when you fear the Most High, you start living clean. The judgments of the Most High are true and righteous altogether.
Stop.
Wow.
So we hope, believe that you
You got more
understand.
to say? Yeah.
We understood tonight what the Most High is saying. So we understand that the world that has been produced because of these wicked people ruling it, crime, poverty.
We are going to witness now before your eyes, especially if you're listening to a lot of good people on YouTube and their videos on these fallen angels that are hitting this earth. It's no joke. It's happening. We are in the days of Noah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. We are in the very days.
Josh, can we rightfully say that we truly believe? We haven't done the full research on it yet, but the government is hiding a lot of things from us. They might even have giants somewhere on this earth that do you ever drive in the deserts in all over the country? You always see these government signs: stay out, restricted area. You ever wonder why
they're hiding? Why was it restricted?
Yeah.
If
you can't go there, why are they hiding? They're not supposed to have secrets, the government, against us. You better wake up, America, especially Christian church. You better wake up.
So
do the research. Stop listening to people.
So
it's out there, right, Josh? For everyone, it's out there. They've even thrown it on TV in the movies, on the TV, even on the TV in the movie houses. Fallen angels all over the place. They're showing you that they're here. It's not some fantasy. Oh, look at that. That's right. That's what we used to do until we came into understanding.
Right.
All right. So we're just trying to throw that out to you to do the research yourself too. So go ahead, Josh.
So we
love every one of you who are listening to us, and we know there's thousands, and we appreciate that. We know that we have reached multitudes with the truth. I believe there's even millions and millions of Christians are coming out of their churches and also putting down these holidays that are demonic in America. Stop serving these holidays. Find out what they mean. They're all on our YouTube, right, Josh? We got them all. Thanksgiving, Easter, all of them. So just listen, and we'll break it down. Matter of fact, we have Halloween coming up, right? So stay tuned because we're going to break down Halloween too.
Right. So
innocent. Look at the pumpkins. They're disgusting. These are Christian churches with pumpkins outside their churches. There's no such thing as any person, a man or woman of God, that's supposed to have anything to do with fall festival.
So until next Shabbat or sometime during the week, Shalom.
Shalom.